All right. So the other way, the last way, is if you were started out with an equation and I wanted you to fill out a table and give me a graph. Now, this equation right here is not in slope-intercept form. If it was me, that's probably the first thing I want to do is to get it in slope-intercept form. There's all these other forms. This is called standard form, point slope form you looked at. Slope-intercept form is the best one. That's the one you want it in. It's the easiest one. So that's the thing I'm going to do first. And I'll put this in slope-intercept form. I need y alone. I'm going to start out, subtract 2x on both sides. That is going to give me negative 6y equals 24 minus 2x. Now y is still not alone. There's this negative 6 with it. So I need to divide this side by negative 6 and divide this whole side by negative 6. These negative 6's cancel and I just have y. Now when I say divide the whole side by negative 6, I need 24 divided by negative 6, which is negative 4. And negative 2 divided by negative 6, negative 2x divided by negative 6. The negatives are going to cancel. This is going to be a positive. And that is a fraction, 2 over 6. So that fraction 2 over 6 reduces, and I'm going to get 1/3 x. Now that's almost slope-intercept form, but not quite, because slope-intercept form would have these switched around. It would be y equals mx plus b. So I just need to switch these, and I would get y equals 1/3 x minus 4. Now, that's super helpful. When I have something in slope-intercept form, it's the easiest way to graph it, because I can look at this and I can say, I know the y-intercept is negative 4. I know I can start right there on my graph. I can also say, if the slope is 1/3, then to get to my next point, I'm going to go up 1 and over 3 and make a point there. Up 1 and over 3, make another point here. Up 1 and over 3. And my line's going to look something like this. Again, you can also go to Desmos and just type that in. This is from the last video. So 1/3 x minus 2, was it? Oh, minus 4. 1/3 x minus 4 would look like this. Again, you could just screenshot that into the assignment and copy it in there. But that is just going from the equation to the graph so far. I still have to fill out this table. Now that I have this equation, y equals 1/3 x minus 4, to fill out the table, all I have to do is plug in these x values. If I plug in 0 for x, I'm doing 1/3 of 0, which is 0. And then 0 minus 4 is going to be negative 4. If I plug 3 in for x, now I'm doing 1/3 of 3. Well, that's only 1. 1 minus 4, negative 3. If I plug 6 in for x, now I'm doing 1/3 of 6. 1/3 of 6 is 2. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Plug 9 in. So I do 1/3 of 9, which is 3. And 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So again, I started out with an equation in standard form. I got y by itself to get slope-intercept form right here. Now when it's in slope-intercept form, it made it easy to graph either on this drawing here, or I switched to Desmos. And then once I had it in slope-intercept form, I just plugged in the 0, the 3, the 6, and the 9. I plugged it in one at a time for this x and figured out what y would be.